Let's talk about healing, baby. Let's talk about healing, baby. Let's talk about healing, baby. Let's talk about healing. Let's talk about healing, baby. Let's talk about healing, baby. Let's talk about healing, baby. Let's talk about healing. Let's talk about healing, baby. Let's talk about healing, baby. Let's talk about healing, baby. Let's talk about healing. Let's talk about healing, baby. Let's talk about healing, baby. Let's talk about healing, baby. Let's talk about healing. Let's talk about healing, baby. Let's talk about healing, baby. Let's talk about healing, baby. Let's talk about healing. Let's talk about healing, baby. Let's talk about healing, baby. Let's talk about healing, baby. Let's talk about healing. Let's talk about healing, baby. Let's talk about healing, baby. Let's talk about healing, baby. Let's talk about healing. Let's talk about healing, baby. Let's talk about healing, baby. Let's talk about healing, baby. Let's talk about healing. Hello, hello, hello. This is your girl, Felicia Lynette Refocus, and this is Let's Talk About Healing. We got another hot topic for you tonight. We're getting ready to get on into it. Are you all ready? It's time to talk about healing. Grab your partners, tell them to come on, and let's get this together. Y'all ready? Let's get into it. Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome to Let's Talk About Healing. This is your girl, Felicia Lynette Refocus. We are in the place. We are in the place. Y'all do me a favor. Besides going to get yourself some healing, y'all know what to do every time I say that. Put in the comments, I believe I will. Go on and get yourself some healing, because I believe I will. Listen, do me a favor. While we're doing a little pre-work right now, go ahead and tag, and share this video onto your page. Do me that favor, okay? Like the video, tag some people to come watch it, and share it on your page. And then when you're done with that, put in the comments where you're listening from. What city and state are you listening from? I love to track our footprint, as we have some wonderful things coming up in the very near future. And hey, you never know. We may be in your neck of the woods, but I won't know to come there unless I know that you're here. So let me know that where you're listening from. Just put your city and state in the comments, okay? As we're doing that, let me go ahead and do the same thing. Let me like it. Let me tag a few people, and let me share this while we're waiting on a few more people to come in. But have you all had a wonderful New Year? Happy New Year. I don't even know if I've physically been, I don't think I haven't been live in this New Year. Happy New Year. It is so great to be here. I'm like in my Eddie Murphy voice. I am very happy to be here. Happy New Year to you and you and you. It is such a blessing to be on this side of the calendar. All right. You all go ahead and don't forget to like, tag, and share. Share this on your page. Tag some other people. Invite them in and tell them to come on and check out your girl, Felicia Lynette, as we're getting ready to get this started. Y'all, this is a very hot topic. And I promise, I won't promise, but I'm going to do my best not to be long tonight. Okay. So go ahead on and get a few people in, like and tag, share with some people that are normally here that you don't see here. Maybe they thought we weren't going to do it again because I was on vacation last week and I had a superb time. So go ahead and put in the comments, you guys. Tag a few people that you know are normally in the room with us, and let them come on in here tonight. And let me do the same while we're waiting on that. All right. And let me speak to a few people. Hello, Renard. Hello, Grady. Hello, Brittany. Happy New Year to you as well. You all go ahead on and tag a few people for me so we can get this thing started and get it together. I am absolutely ready to give what I got today, right? If you're ready, say I'm ready. If you're ready, say I am ready. I'm only going to tag a few people because I can't go through this whole list of people. Go ahead on and tag a few people. You guys let them know we're here, and we are live back doing our Thug Thizzle talking about killing. Hello, Michelle. Hey, y'all. I am absolutely ready as well. I'm gonna call you Demetrius. I can't do this Michelle stuff. It's been confusing me. But all right, let's go ahead on, you guys. Let me do a little pre-work first. Let me do a little what do you call this? I can't even get my words right tonight. Let's talk about our products. How about that? So tonight I am wearing the medium fitted, I won't say women's tee, but a medium fitted V-neck. That's better. V-neck tee. And these come in sizes small through 3X. If you have not ordered, come on, you guys. What you waiting on? I also have the loose fitted t-shirts, crew neck, and they also come in a small through a 3X. Those are $30, you guys, plus tax, shipping, and handling. You know I'm small, so don't send me no inbox message saying why the t-shirts $30. They $30 because they're $30. All right. We also have tumblers here. This is a 20-ounce tumbler, which is $30, and we also have a 30-ounce tumbler, which is $40. We have coffee cups. They come in 11 ounce. This is 11 ounce for $10, and we also have a 15 ounce for $15. And hot off the press today, I have a coffee cup tumbler. Y'all, she surprised me with this one. A coffee cup tumbler. It's just like the tumbler, same material, so it keeps all of that, your ingredients or products or drinks, whatever you're drinking, hot or cold, for a very long time. I'm drinking on tea tonight. What y'all drinking? Y'all know this isn't church, right? I tell y'all this all the time. Just because some of you all know me as pastor or preacher or prophet or whatever you know me as, this ain't church. Tonight we're free. So whatever you are drinking, drink you on and get your sip on. Y'all know we call it your psychodrama. Whatever your psychodrama is that brings you your peace. If you're drinking a little something, you're smoking a little something, do you in your house, whatever you like to do. We just want to get ourselves healed tonight, all right? Come on, let's get ready and get on into it. Y'all do me a favor. Now, y'all know the house rules, right? Y'all know the house rules. I see you drinking some water, Demetrius. Y'all know the house rules. Every single time I say, go and get yourself some healing, type in the comments, I believe I will, all right? I believe I will. Type in the comments when I say, every time I say, go and get yourself some healing. Go and get yourself some healing. Type in the comments, I believe I will. All right, listen, tonight we are talking about how to heal from the chaos. How to heal from the chaos. How to heal from, we're always talking about traumas and things that we go through. Today we're talking about how to heal from the chaos. And what does that look like? How does that look? What does that even feel like? Because so many times, you guys, we talk about healing and the process of healing, and you got to go through the process of healing, but nobody talks about how difficult that process can be and how ugly that could be and how crazy, and it make you feel like you're not even a part of yourself. Y'all hear me tell my story all the time, that I remember times when I was sitting in a room throwing pillows around, kicking, screaming, and cussing because I was hurting. And when you're hurting, you just want to lash out at whatever's closest to you, and it was the empty space. So I was lashing out at empty space and throwing pillows, but that healing process was ugly. But I had to go through it to get to where I am today. So in order to get to the other side, in order to get to your healing, you must go through the process. The good, the bad, and the ugly. It don't always feel good. It ain't always good. It's not always pretty. It ain't always a great story to tell until you're on the other side of it. So sometimes you just got to go ahead on and make up in your mind that, hey, it is what it is. And what I'm going to do is continue on this journey, even when it hurts. Man. Even when it hurts, I'm going to continue on this journey because my purpose needs me. My vision needs me. The things that I'm doing, where I'm trying to get to, the things that I'm trying to obtain, the goals that I have, it needs me. And I can't stay hurting. I can't stay living in the trauma trying to get to my purpose. I'm going to say that again because I think you missed it. I cannot stay living in my trauma while trying to get to my purpose. I got to go through this stuff that hurt me, that bruised me, that battered me, that beat me, that kicked me down, that took me off my square. I got to go through that. I got to get through the storm. I got to get through the rough part, get through the hell, get through the conversations, the whispers, the chatters of everything and everybody else so that I can get to my purpose. And it's imperative that you go through the process. You must go through the process so that you can get to your purpose. Somebody posed a question the other day and they said, wouldn't you like to just go back to your younger years and just start all over? You know what my answer was? Hell no. I don't care. Y'all can say yes if y'all want to. Felicia, your girl said no. Because if I go back, I probably won't know what I know now. And if I go back on, that's only going to mean I'm going to make the same mistakes. And who want to go? If y'all only knew the year that I had in 2021, I would not want to relive that if my life depended on it. No way. I don't want to go back. I want to stay on this side of it. I've done some work. I've done some healing. I've gotten down to the nitty gritty. I've shedded enough tears. I've cried, kicked, screamed, and cussed. I don't want to go back there. I want to stay on this side of my healing because my purpose needs me, because my destiny needs me, because my vision needs me. And I'm trying to get to my vision, my purpose, my destiny by any means necessary. Let's go and get on into this thing on tonight. We are talking about how we're healing from the chaos that we got ourselves into. I will sit back on that and let that one marinate for a while. How do you heal from the chaos you got yourself into? I posted a meme today that said picking myself up and loving myself after the chaos and the mess that I made is the bravest thing that I've ever had to do. Listen, we can say all day long, because y'all know we good for this. The devil made me do it. Oh, it was him, or it was the wife you gave me. It was the husband you gave me. But some of that stuff, y'all know we did. Some of the things we ignored. Some of the things we saw the signs, we saw the writing on the table, and guess what we did? We looked at it, we read it, and we turned the other cheek. We looked at it, we saw it, and said, it'll never happen to me. Although they'll never do that to me. I know they did it to the last 5 or 10 people that they were with, but me, I'm something special. Listen, one thing I know is that a narcissist doesn't care who they hurt. A narcissist doesn't care what kind of trauma they build into your life. And you're not so good that it can't happen to you. Stop choosing to look the other way, because when the trauma is right there, when that stuff is right there, you got a decision to make. Am I going to stay or am I going to go? And if I stay, am I willing to deal with the stuff that I'm getting ready that I see? Because what you saw was real. So in that, how do you deal? How do you heal from the chaos and the mess that we've made ourselves? How do you heal from the trauma that you've been dealing with day after day after day after day? I'm so glad y'all asked. I'm getting ready to give y'all some pointers on how to heal from that. And what does that healing process look like? Because it ain't always pretty. I can sit here all day long and say, let me call some names here. I can say, Demetrius, you need to heal. You need to go on through this healing journey. I can say, Robert, you need to go on through this healing journey. Sharice, you need to go on through this healing journey. Nigel, you need to go on through. I can call all y'all names and tell y'all that you need to go on through this healing journey. But guess what happens? When you start going through it, it's difficult. When you start going through it, it's painful, because sometimes you got to look yourself in the mirror and say, some of this stuff I could have avoided. Some of this stuff I could have gotten out of early if I had just paid attention to what I saw. So the healing process ain't always pretty. The healing process ain't always I'm so glad I'm here now. Yes, on this side of it, it looks good. Now, I always tell y'all this ain't church, right? But I can't help it because I'm a preacher. Every now and then I can't help but throw in a scripture. So y'all, if it's all right. All right. But y'all remember, or those of you who know, the story of the children of Israel when Moses had to go and get them from Pharaoh. And what did they say when they got out there? They said, did you bring us out here to die? Did you bring us out here to die? Why? Because the place of freedom that they were in, they had to go through some pain. They didn't understand where their next meal was going to come from. At least over here, we knew what we were going to eat. Now over here, we don't know what we're getting ready to eat. You must have brought us out. These people were in bondage. They were in bondage. And when they got to their freedom, it still felt like bondage because they didn't even understand their place of freedom. They couldn't recognize their freedom because their mindset, oh, I'm about to talk good up in here. They couldn't recognize their freedom because their mindset hadn't been changed. They were still in the mindset of bondage. So when they got to their place of freedom, it still looked like hell. It still looked like struggle. It looked like I'm still going through. Some of us on our healing journey, that's the way we feel. We feel like now we're on this side of it. It's like, well, I could have just stayed there and been in bondage. Trust me, I've said it. I could have just stayed there and I just could have sucked it up and dealt with it. Even though I wasn't happy, even though I was going through, even though all these other things were happening, I could have just sucked it up. Because my mindset could not gravitate to freedom because it hadn't changed. I was still stuck in a place of bondage. Can I talk to you while you're on this healing journey? That the first thing you got to do is free your mind. The first thing you got to do is get a mindset that says, I'm ready for the change. I'm up for the work. I'm ready to put in the work. I'm ready to do what I got to do to get to the place that I got to get to. And I am going to go through the process. Because if you don't have a made up mind, if you don't have a made up mind to get to your place of purpose, if you don't have a made up mind to get to your destiny, all this talk and good Facebook posting, it sounds good. It looks good. Most people are fronting for the book and for the gram to make them look like that they got something, like they got it going on. But all while on the inside, they're struggling. I can put on the best clothes ever. I can put on the best shoes, makeup, have my hair fried, dyed, laid to the side. But if I'm broken on the inside, it means nothing. I look like I got it together, but it's all a facade. When you see me from the outside, I look like, oh yeah, she's straight. But am I really? If I'm broken in here, there's a place that you got to come to say, I want more out of life. I want more. I want my purpose, and I can't get to my purpose broken. I can't get to my purpose. The most times that what people are doing is they're taking and they're trying to pour something from an empty cup. This is an empty cup. And if I wanted to fill this tumbler up and I tried to pour it from here, what am I pouring in here? Absolutely nothing, because nothing is in here. Stop trying to give yourself to so many people when you're empty, when you're broken, when you're hurting. Sit still for a moment, boo-boo. It's okay. Sit still for a moment and get yourself together. Get all of this up in here. Because if I'm only giving you a broken me, I'm only going to do more damage to you. If I'm giving you a fragile me, I'm only going to do damage to you. I'm only going to hurt you more. And trust me when I say they weren't lying when they said hurt people, hurt people. Sometimes you're not even trying. But because you're hurt, you end up hurting. Take this time and say, let me just heal. I deserve whole. I deserve to be healthy. And the people I come in contact with deserve to be healthy. There was a post that was made by Kim McMillan, and she said, when I loved myself enough, I began leaving whatever wasn't healthy. This meant people. This meant jobs. This meant my own beliefs and habits. Let me say that again. This meant people. This meant jobs. This meant my own beliefs and habits. I'm going to say it one more time for the one more time on. This meant people. This meant jobs. This meant my own beliefs and habits and anything that kept me small. But my judgment called it disloyal. And now I see it as self-loving. Can I tell you that one of the first things you have to do after you have a mindset to say, I'm ready for change, is decide to love you. You got to decide to love yourself. And sometimes that's going to mean I can't come to your event today. I can't come to your church today. I don't feel like talking on the phone today. I don't feel like going to the mall. No, I can't go eat today. No, I just want to go home. Sometimes that means just saying no. And to them that you're telling no, them other folk over there, to them that you're telling no, it looks like you're being disloyal. Oh, I came to her birthday party, but she can't come to mine. I'm broken. I came to her function, but she can't support mine. I'm broken. I supported her when she was doing this, that, and the other, but she can't support me. I'm broken. Baby, you don't even want this kind of support because I ain't together. And if I come there, I'm going to have a bad attitude and I'm going to be sitting there looking and frowning at everybody. And you're going to say, why you just didn't stay home? I tried to tell you I'm broken. Don't let other people's opinion of you make you feel like you're being disloyal because you're choosing to take care of yourself. Man, listen, I just said a whole mouthful. Don't allow other people's opinion of you make you feel like you're being disloyal because you're choosing to take care of yourself. That ain't even in my notes, but I'm going to say it again. Don't allow other people's opinion of you make you feel like you're being disloyal because you're deciding to take care of you. It's okay. You got to be selfish sometimes because this is about your healing. This is about your growth. This is about your purpose. And if we haven't seen anything else over the last couple of years, or we've seen people have lost their lives and have checked up out of here earlier than we ever thought that they would have, listen, you got to actually choose yourself so that you can live your best life, however long that's going to be on this earth. If it's a month, if it's a year, if it's 10 years, however long you got left on this earth, you got to choose yourself. I'm getting on to my points, y'all, because y'all making me go off my points. There was a post that I posted, and it said, getting your shit together requires a level of honesty that you can't even imagine. You can't even imagine. Because when you're choosing to get together, you got to choose you. Get you together. And you got to be real with yourself. You got to be real with you and say, yep, I blew it. Yep, I made a bad decision. Yep, I made a bad call. Yes, I've done some things that I shouldn't have done. I may have done everything that they said I did, but I am not who they say I am. Why? Because I got purpose. And God still calls me his child. I don't care what you call me. I'm still his. So I may have done some of the things. I may have lied. I may have cheated. I may have stolen. I may have talked about. I may have stabbed for whatever you want to say. But that's not who I am. But it requires you to be honest with yourself. Because y'all know the saying, you can fool some of the folk some of the time. However it go. You can't fool yourself. You got to look at yourself in the mirror every single day. And I know you see the flaws. I know you see the imperfections. I know you see the trauma. I know you see the hurt and the pain. But the only way to get out of the hurt and the pain is to tell yourself, I deserve better than this. Felicia, you messed this one up. Felicia, you didn't do this one right. You made a bad call. You went the wrong direction. You made a wrong turn. Get it together. And if you're not real with yourself, who else gonna be real? Who else you gonna be real with? There we go, dressing up again, looking good for Facebook, looking good for Instagram, but you messed up on the inside. I took this last year, and was to myself for a reason, because I needed to get me together. Didn't matter what nobody else thought at this point. Didn't matter what nobody else said. I needed to get Felicia together. And if didn't nobody else understand that I just kind of isolated myself, went off the scene, closed my church, didn't nobody understand that? Why are you doing that? It wasn't nobody else's business. It was my decision. Because I had to get Felicia together. And the best way to get Felicia together is to deal with Felicia, right? When you're trying to really heal. Listen, I'm not talking about this textbook heal stuff. I'm not talking about, okay, you got to do this and you do this and you do this and you have 2-3 Hail Marys and you all good. No, no, no. I'm not talking about that. Okay, I came to the altar this Sunday and I was crying. The pastor laid his hands on me and I feel bad. No, 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 no. I'm talking about getting down to the real nitty gritty, the ugly, brutal part of it and say, God, I'm messed up. You gotta get in there. In the trenches in there. Y'all know how, let me use this analogy here. Y'all know how when you were younger and spring week, y'all remember when y'all mama said we getting ready to spring clean, y'all on spring vacation, we gonna spring clean this house. I don't know about y'all mama, but we had to get down to some baseboards. We had to wipe some walls. We had to get in the cracks in the corners of everything because she wanted us to clean everything in the house. Take all the dishes out of the cabinet. Why are they clean? We were spring cleaning. When you are really trying to get healed, you get in the trenches in there. And it don't matter how ugly you look. Some days I came outside looking like I knew I had just been in a fight. I ain't put no makeup on. I ain't feel like fixing. I got locks, so I wouldn't have to go to my hair. But I ain't feel like fixing up nothing. I wasn't trying to be pretty. Because I knew when I went out there, when I came back in, I was still coming right back in to the fight. And I wasn't trying to look and put on no facade for nobody. I was hurting. Sometimes you got to force yourself to heal from the chaos that you put yourself in, that you've gone through, that you've dealt with, that even others put you in. Y'all know I say this every week. Some of the trauma that you've dealt with wasn't your fault. I know wasn't is not a word. It's okay. Some of the trauma that you dealt with wasn't your fault, but your healing is your responsibility. Your healing is your responsibility. Wasn't your fault that you went through some of the hell you went through. Wasn't your fault that you've experienced some of the pain that you've had to experience, but your healing is your responsibility. I'm going to get on to my points and we can get on up out of here today. I got a few good points. Y'all know we take notes because you never know what I'm giving away at the end of this live, right? I got seven good points on what do you do? What do you do? How do you heal from the chaos and the trauma that you put yourself in? Can I tell you before I give you these points that falling in love and taking care of yourself is important. Falling in love with and taking care of yourself is important. I'm learning so many things about me on this healing journey that I did not know. I am 53. And there are things I am finding out on this journey that I had no idea about me. And I've lived with me for 53 years. But I'm seeing a new Felicia. I'm developing a new Felicia. And I'm walking into a new purpose. Falling in love with the path of deep healing. Falling in love with becoming the best version of yourself. But do it with patience. Because guess what? You didn't get here overnight. Listen, you've had years and years and years of trauma. You don't get to snap your fingers and wiggle your nose and say I'm out and hook a Messiah and say I'm delivered. No, baby. It don't work like that. I know you want to say I'm delivered. It don't work like that. You got to take your time and go through a healing process. So do it with patience. Do it with compassion. Do it with respect to your own journey. It's yours. Can't nobody else tell you how to go through it. Go through your journey. Here we go. The first thing you got to do when you're trying to heal on this thing from the chaos that you put yourself in, or from the traumas that maybe somebody else, or maybe it wasn't you this time. Maybe it wasn't you this time. But sometimes whatever trauma you're faced, how do you heal from it? You'll start to feel more in charge of your life when you make the decision to heal. Make the decision to heal so you can start feeling more in charge of your life. Y'all, I went on vacation last week for the very first time by myself. 53 years old. This has never happened. I started going to the movies by myself. I started going to the restaurants by myself. I buy myself flowers every Friday. Every Friday, y'all, because I love flowers. And I don't believe that what you love, you have to wait on anybody else to get it for you. That's just my whatever. Anyway, so, but I started falling in love with me. Like, I don't know that I ever loved myself like I love myself today. But I started falling in love with me because my mindset changed. And I made up in my mind that I was important enough to go through this healing process. I realized that I always had a choice. I could make poor choices out of fear, guilt, and shame, or I could make empowered choices. I made a lot of choices out of fear, guilt, and shame. When y'all see, y'all, I got a book coming out soon. So when y'all read my story, you're gonna see that I made a lot of choices out of fear, guilt, and shame. A lot of them. Today, my choices are about being empowered. Today, the choices I make are about being empowered, and they align with the authentic me that I know that I am today. Not who I was yesterday. Yesterday I was jacked up. I was messed up. I was just all over the place. But today they align with my authentic self. They are aligning with my authentic self. So watch this. Watch what I did. I stopped trying to please people. I stopped trying to accommodate and giving men that was unworthy of my attention. I stopped doing things that did not bring me pleasure and satisfaction. I'm gonna drink some. I'm drinking tea, by the way, y'all. Y'all do me a favor. Go and get y'all some healing. I do things now, or I stopped doing things that didn't bring me pleasure and satisfaction. If it don't bring me pleasure and I'm the one that got to be happy with it, I just ain't going to do it. I don't care what it is. At this point, I'm not trying to purposely offend anybody, but I'm also not trying to offend myself and the work that I put into here. Point number 2. Point number 1 was when you have a different mindset, you'll start to feel better and more in charge of your life. Point number 2, you will learn to set stronger boundaries around your life, around your dating life, and around your love with family. You will learn to set stronger boundaries around your life, your dating life, and your family life. And as a result of honoring all of that, you'll start to feel more confident and assertive. Listen. I think I've always been this person that when I walk in the room, my head was held high. I've always been this person. But my introverted self on the inside would be crumbling. Yep, I know. I know. Most people look at me and say, "You're not an introvert." Yeah, I'm introverted, extroverted. I'm an introvert, extroverted person. So depending on the setting, sometimes I'm extrovert. Anyway, so my introverted self would feel like, "Oh my God. People looking at me." But the facade me say, "Girl, walk in this room and show these people that you bad. Walk in these people and show them that you on your thug thizzle and make everybody head turn." That was the facade me. But the introverted me wasn't that way. But Today, I am not that little shy girl that feels like everybody's looking. What are they going to say? And I'm clumsy too. Am I going to trip? Am I going to fall? Because, girl, you got on these 5-inch heels and you know you clumsy. Today, even if I trip, I still keep on walking. Like y'all saw that? I saw it too, but look how I recovered. Because see, that was really good. When you are on your healing journey, it's not about the stumbles. It's not about the hiccups. It's not about the mess ups. It's about how I recovered. Y'all, I just talk good up in here. Every now and then I'll say something that I'm on my notes and it just blesses me. It ain't about the trips and the fall. I do it often. They'll tell you at work I'm always tripping. I can be walking in gym shoes. I can be walking in gym shoes and I will stumble. And I'll keep walking like, y'all saw that? Yeah. But did you see how I recovered? When you learn to talk about yourself in your healing process, yeah, I know I messed up over there, but did you see how I recovered? Did you see how I came out of that? Did you see how I got my purpose now? Did you see how I came up swinging? When you start talking about but did you see? Forget about the falls. Forget about the mess up. But did you see? Your purpose becomes more relevant in your eyes because you see yourself for who you're getting ready to be. Baby, I am talking good up in here and y'all ain't saying nothing yet. Y'all better go get yourself some healing. The next thing what will happen to you when you're trying to heal from the chaos that you put yourself in, you're going to stop seeking the approval of others. You will stop seeking the approval of others. This thing was so liberating to me. It was so refreshing to me to stop seeking the approval of others. I don't know if I think I shared this on one of the lines before when I was growing up, probably about, I don't remember. I was young, dumb, and stupid, however old I was. But I was dating this boy that broke up with me to date this other girl. And that's when bobs were out and she had an asymmetrical cut, short on the side and longer on one side. And I didn't even have the longer on one side type hair. But I cut my hair the way that hers was and added some weave on my long side because I thought that's what he wanted. I thought that's what he liked. So I cut my hair in a style that required me to add some other hair, trying to be something from somebody else and seek their approval. Baby, when you are healing from the chaos you put yourself in and allow yourself to get into, you don't care about nobody else's approval because what you get and what you do for you, it's all about you. When I went through this sister lock journey, if y'all know anything about locks, when you start them, man, you look like a plucked chicken. But it wasn't about what everybody else thought. I came home and they were like, you just got your hair done? You just paid how much for that? I knew what the outcome was going to be. So it wasn't about what nobody else thought. I was going to go through the process to get to where I want to get to. And I'm still going through the process, right? When you are getting to you don't care what nobody else thinks because you own your thug thizzle, baby. And it's all about you. Y'all tell yourself it's all about me. It is all about me. It ain't about y'all. I'm sorry if y'all get offended. No, I ain't sorry. If y'all get offended, y'all need to learn how to deal with that. But today it's all about Fee. And Fee is trying to be on her stuff. She's trying to get purposeful, heal, and whole. Point number 4. You will start to make more courageous and conscious decisions. You'll start to make more courageous and conscious decisions. I don't even have to explain that. Because when you start getting healed, your decisions are purposeful now. You ain't second guessing. Should I don't know. Maybe I should. Maybe I shouldn't. You're not second guessing that. No. When you are getting healed and whole, your decisions are more courageous, more conscious. Now, point number 5. You will start to enjoy being with yourself. Y'all just heard me say, I just went on a whole vacation. Can I tell y'all, I went all the way to Vegas. Who the heck goes to Vegas by themselves? It ain't even one of them cities you should go by yourself. It ain't. After I got there, I was like, yeah, I should probably have some friends, but I'm going to enjoy myself. I went to comedy shows. I went to other shows. I went to sightseeing. I went to restaurants and ate. I walked through the casinos. I ain't gambled not one bit. I mean, not one slot machine. Because I don't like losing money. I think that stuff is rigged. But I enjoyed Felicia. And I learned things about me that I did not know. I was able to enjoy being with myself. Y'all, probably a couple of weeks before that, I wanted to go see, maybe I went to a couple of movies right after the holiday, right after Christmas and in between Christmas and New Year. Went to a couple of movies and I went by myself. Y'all, I was sitting there with my popcorn. I had gotten some popcorn and some melted cheese because I like to dip it in there. Don't judge me, judge yourself. I was sitting there with my popcorn and my melted cheese with my messy hands because, it's messy. I was dipping that popcorn all up in there and I was like this, laughing by myself. I didn't care. Because I was enjoying me and it was a movie I wanted to see. So when you are enjoying yourself, when you are loving yourself, listen, you go out there and you get into it. And you say, listen, girl, listen, we finna do this today. Put on your best clothes. I date myself. I will dress up. I'll put on makeup. I'll put on heels and I go and date myself. And whoever my waitress and waiter is gonna get a good old tip and I'm gonna walk on up out of there. Why? Because I'm learning to love me. That was my post today. I didn't even know I was going to say all this today. But I'm learning to love me. I'm learning to love Felicia. I'm learning to love because I see purpose. Y'all, it's like I've been going through this dark tunnel all of that and I can see something down there, but I can't quite reach it. But now I'm getting a little closer and I'm like, yeah, that's what that looked like. saying, let me hurry up and get there. Let me go through this process because I'm trying to get there. There's a scripture. If y'all don't mind, can I just quote the scripture? But there's a scripture that says after you suffered a while, after you've gone through hell, after you've gone through trauma, after you've gone through all the chaos, all the problems, all the things that you could ever think about, the Bible says God's going to settle you, make you perfect, and establish you. After you've gone through the hell, you get to love yourself because you're getting reestablished. Baby, I am talking good up in here and y'all ain't saying nothing. Go get y'all some healing. Please go and get yourself some healing. Listen, you will start to enjoy yourself. Point number 6, I'm almost done. You will develop a stronger relationship with yourself because you're going to know you. Oh, you're going to know you. And the minute somebody bring you some stuff, if it ain't looking like purpose, you're going to go the other way. If it ain't looking like kingdom work, you're going to go the other way. Why? Because it don't fit the bill. Y'all know how you got a bag and you trying to put everything in there, and I was packing. Y'all, if y'all don't know, y'all know, those of y'all that know me, y'all know I love to dress. And so I'm going on a little trip. I'm only gone for 4 days. But I got this big old humongous suitcase because I don't know what I'm going to want to wear. Of course, when I get to the airport, they're like, ma'am, it's over 50 pounds. But guess what had happened? Baby, they had upgraded me to first class. They said, don't worry about it, baby. You ain't even got to pay for this luggage because of your upgrade. See, when you are going through your healing journey, there are things that you go through in life and it looks like purpose. You start getting upgraded around you that even the stuff that they would have normally stopped you for, they say, don't worry about it. Go ahead on. Because you just been upgraded. Go ahead on through here because now you're looking like purpose. And when you start looking like purpose, not only do you recognize it, everybody else recognizes it too. Girl, you're looking good today. You're looking brighter today. Your face is all lit up and shiny and stuff. Go ahead on and walk on in your healing. Y'all do me a favor. Go get yourself some healing. That's what you look like. My last point. You will stop seeking happiness in relationships. I'm going to sip on that one. You'll stop seeking happiness in relationships. Loving myself helped me realize that I didn't need a man to be happy. Now, I'm not talking about what we want. I'm not talking about the desire. I'm not even saying to that. Listen, y'all don't go and misconstrue my words. And she said, oh, I don't need no man. Nope. I ain't breaking up no happy homes. Y'all love y'all spouses. That's what I'm telling y'all right now. But in my single self, I don't need a man to be happy. Not that I don't desire. I just don't need a man to be happy. Because I got to be happy with me first. Loving myself requires me to be happy with me first. Requires me to dive on the inside and be happy with Felicia first. That all the love I needed to be happy, it's in me already. I got it. It's in me already. Now anybody else that come along that add to that, got to add to it. Can't take away from it. Because I'll never feel less than again. Anybody else that come along and add to that, got to be looking like purpose as well. Got to be healed. Got to be whole as well. You got to be looking like you walking on your stuff, walking in your purpose and in your real place of destiny. But what happened for me was I ended up taking more responsibility for my personal happiness and I stopped giving the power away. If that was a mic, I just dropped it. Stop giving the power away. That's what I did. Y'all, you got some great power. I did something here when I dropped the mic. I don't know. But you got some great power. Stop giving your power away. It was meant for you to have it. You got dunamis power. It was meant for you to carry it and do something with it. Don't just give that away. You gotta, when you're trying to get to your healing journey, you need everything that you got. You need it all. Trying to get there. Don't give that away to just anything and anybody. Protect your peace. Protect your purpose. Protect the stuff that's around you. Y'all, that's all I got today. That's absolutely all I got today. But in order to get healed, I just gave y'all 7 steps. If y'all came in late, y'all gonna have to go back and look at that and read it again. But it's time to get to your purpose. Y'all do me a favor. Go and get y'all some healing. Because it's time. It is absolutely time for you to walk in your purpose. It is. It's your girl, Felicia Lynette Refocus. I'm about to give away a t-shirt to somebody. I know somebody probably want a cup because maybe y'all already bought the t-shirt, but I ain't giving away no cups. I'm giving away a t-shirt. Y'all ready for this? And let me see what I'm going to say. I'm going to ask a question. What was the... That may not be fair. Do I want to do that? Yep, I do. What was the first biblical story that I used today? Who was it about? And what happened? I'm going to wait till you put it in the comments. I got to put my glasses on because I can't read what you're writing. The first biblical story that I used talking about, I don't want to give it away too much. Talking about healing. Okay, Miguel. So, Miguel, you will get a t-shirt. And that's the way that goes. The first biblical story was talking about the children of Israel, y'all. And when they got out, remember, when they got out, they were coming from bondage and they couldn't even recognize their freedom because their mindset hadn't changed yet. Change your mind so we can get healed, so we can get whole. Miguel, make sure you inbox me your address and your size of shirt that you want, and I am going to get it to you. Y'all, it's been a pleasure serving you all on tonight. Don't forget, y'all know we got assignments every day. Tomorrow I'll be posting something, so we're gonna get on into it, right? Thank y'all so much. Y'all have a good day. Please, 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 if you have not ordered merchandise already, come on, y'all. Inbox me. Tell me what sizes you want, which cup you want, which mug you want, and let's get on into this. Can we do that so that we can all be doing the same thing? Now, coming up soon, I am going to have a major event probably here in the Jackson area and eventually in surrounding areas. I am going to be letting you know very soon, okay? So y'all please don't forget to make sure that I know your location. Let me know what city and state you're listening in. Y'all have a great day. Toodles. It's been great. Thank you so much for joining us tonight for another topic with Let's Talk About Healing. This is your girl, Felicia Lynette Refocus, and it has been amazing sitting with you on tonight. Listen, don't forget, we're live every Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Join us. Don't meet us here, beat us here. Be ready with your pen and paper. But do me a favor. In the meantime, go on and get yourself some healing. I believe I will.